That's a talking. That Virgo was talking about that, Marty.
Yeah.
All his earth signs on there.
We up in here. Happy Holy Day Sunday. Mikael, yo, Mikael. Grand Body Records House. GrandBodyRecords.org. We're listening to Skep Woo from Cincinnati. It's called Protect. You know what I mean? We're here with Seafood Noble. We in the building. Phil Benaya. Let's go.
Come out slow. Put your hands up. Don't reach for your wallet. They say it's a damn gun.
Don't reach for your wallet.
People killing more than they protect. I turn on the news, another laid to rest.
Another laid to rest.
I swear they see us as a threat. But we don't mean no harm. We praying for the best.
Community policing.
Gotta protect the women.
Yeah.
Protect the children.
Boondock Saints.
Protect that man. Bringing that food home. As a race, we try to move on. But we look up, look at our phones, and they still doing wrong.
Still doing wrong.
Why you trigger happy? Heard they kill your niece's daddy. Now we won't burn the city down, but they ain't gonna let that happen. Don't really solve down why they steady drawing guns. What your taser for? I swear they getting lazy.
They getting lazy.
Even if you don't pull a gun, you gotta find it.
They been crazy.
Right nowadays is 50 killed. That kind of violence.
Skep Woo.
Come out slow, put your hands up. Don't reach for your wallet, they say it's a damn gun. Them people killing more than they protect. I turn on the news, another laid to rest. I swear they see us as a threat. But we don't mean no harm, we praying for the best.
Praying for the best.
Gotta protect the women.
Yeah.
Protect the children. Protect that man, bringing that food home. I learned from my elders. History repeats itself, but we can change the outcome. It still feel like the KKK trying to kill Malcolm. We gon' be the MK to march for us. We really move mountains. I'm focused on the issue at hand, like why the judge give my friend 20 years in a can.
Their commerce
I'm
illegally
focused on the issue
trading.
at hand. They kill somebody, be at home smiling, chilling with fam. I'm focused on the issue at hand, like why the judge give my friend 20 years in a can. I'm focused on the issue at hand. They kill somebody, they be home smiling, chilling with fam. I'm focused at the issue at hand. I'm trying to vote and pick the right one. Who is the man? I'm focused on the issue at hand, but this year it's a girl, it ain't even a man. Come out slow, put your hands up. Don't reach for your wallet, they say it's a damn gun. Them people killing more than they protect. I turn on the news, another laid to rest.
Another laid to rest.
I swear they see us as a threat. But we don't mean no harm, we praying for the best.
Yeah.
Gotta protect the women, protect the children.
Shouts out.
Protect that man, bringing that
The Cop Watch.
home. Come out slow.
Put your hands up. Shouts out to Cop Watch. Nationwide Cop Watch. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to all the community policing. You know what I'm saying? They see us as a threat, but the Boondock Saints, first responders, is out here. You know what I mean? We heard the Black Panther parties out here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Shouts out to all of them. But look, give us, I mean, you were saying, what's up with that? Like this, you know, that's a whole.
One of the things that his girl Nancy told me,
There you go.
sitting around with him, like, sit down and take a pop a squat. You know what I'm saying? This is popping a squat time. You know what I'm saying? Take a squat, take a huddle. This is serious. People forget about that incident that happened back in the 90s, late 90s. What happened to that brother out there in New York? You know what I'm saying? It's serious because that brother was on his way home, can't stop him. Well, he was trying to identify himself, and they shot him, thinking he was reaching for a gun. Brother Adamu, what's his brother name?
Amadou Diallo.
Yeah, there we go. That brother right there was the very first that started a long line of what? Hands up. I don't got nothing, they still shoot. That was the start of it. And then look what happened 10 years later, by at least 2009, 2011. Now guys just swinging and shooting. And part of that was because, yes, 9/11 happened and everybody was scared of terrorists and all like that. But look at the people that they're shooting. Look at the people. Take a look. Screw it over and take a look. Look at the brother. Look at the brother right there. Does he look like he was a terrorist? No, he probably had a thick African accent, and because that sounded very racial to them, they decided they had to shoot.
Read his bio a little bit.
So look at what the bio says. It says right here, right? It says, I'm gonna point right to it. It says right here. It It's in the early hours of February 4th, 1999, all right? See, we're still in this season, right? An unarmed 23-year-old, all right, Ghanaian student named Amadou
Guinean.
Amadou DuAllah, born September 2nd, 1975, was struck with 19 out of 41 rounds. You just need one to immobilize someone and incapacitate them. I even teach that in martial arts. The whole point when you fight is you just immobilize them and keep moving, not kill them. Not if they come back up and they have weapons. Yeah, kill them. But you see how that business started?
In the early hours of February 14th or February 4th, 1999, an unarmed 23-year-old Guinean from Guinea, South America, student named Amadou Diallo, born September 2nd, 1975, was struck with 19 out of 41 rounds fired by 4 New York City Police Department plainclothes officers Sean Carroll, Richard Murphy, Edward McMillan, and Kenneth Boss. Carroll, later named to have mistaken Diallo for a rape suspect, supposedly. Wow, so
now
you see that was a long line.
Long line. That started a long line. Now, mind you, they was in plain clothes, right? In plain clothes. If they're in plain clothes, here's the law on that. They could be interpreting, or rather impersonating. They could be impersonating a cop at that point.
Wow, so how he know?
He didn't know. So the proper thing to say is free police, I'm officer suspect. If they didn't properly identify themselves, you're just going to act like, oh, these are some stick-up boys, right? Some stick-up boys trying to stick me up. He was scared, but if they were really police and saying they're looking for somebody, okay, we'll show some identification. I'm going to show some identification. Did not wait. They went and they fired. You have to understand the dangers that are happening to our community. That was the start of it. Then after, September 11th and all like that, they did the Patriot Act in 2001. That came in right before the new year. They passed that in Congress, and then what? Things started getting harder. Even for regular folks. How about if you didn't have if you never had a state ID, but you had a Social Security card and a birth certificate, but you ain't never get a state ID or student ID? You know how hard would it be for anyone on the streets trying to get themselves back together because of what they did? That's the first thing, which made what? The psychology, the mental climate in someone's mind to be on some, I gotta get hungry. I gotta get in. Understand?
Yeah, shouts out, they can't stop us, yo. When the dirty moors hit these shores, you walk the plank, get in the deep, dark, sharp tank. Dirty moors hit these shores, you walk the plank, get in the deep, dark, you meet the Boondock Saints. Dirty moors, you know what I'm saying? Shouts out to all my sundry free and dirty Muslims, Moors across these shores. They come from the dirt, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, real grit. Swashbuckle, trash that ass fast with a bare knuckle. Cuddle with my honeysuckle, joy in the light chuckle. Your body buckle like there's trouble hanging on the dance floor. But I'ma cut a rug and cut the prices for my lord. And I'ma cut you with my cannon calling in my sword. And calling Moorish pirates when I'm loading like all the war. We on the high seas with niggas waiting fully ashore. You can't stop the return of the prophet fully mature. The dirty Moors hit these shores. You won't play in the deep, dark, sharp tank. The dirty Moors hit these shores. You won't in the deep, dark, to meet a Boondock Saint, the dirty Moors. Yeah, shouts out, Master Don, you know what I mean, the 13th elder.
I go come with my sword, come through with the wind blowing on the breeze.
Woo!
I see enemies, I come and chop all murder into the knees. They can't stop me because you see the shining sea.
Woo!
I come through with my armada. I'll come break through, come please, come through me, give me treasure, give me gold, give me silver, give me everything I need.
I come off the third rung. I'm like, what? Randy Macho Man coming with the weight of the sun, shining on them angels. We start spangle tangle with the tassel and you can't hang, yo. You're gonna have to go to tuck your tighty in, night, early to bed, early to rise, come and take white flight out of these zip codes. Yo, are coming through with the hole in your bowl, the holy
stroll. From the halls of Montezuma to the shores of Tripoli, I fight my country's battles from sea to side of sea. You can't stop me, you can't see me. UCC diplomatic meaning, you can't touch me. You feel
dirty
me?
Moors hit these shores, you walk the plank in the deep, dark, sharp tank. The dirty Moors hit these shores, you walk the plank in the deep, dark, you bring the Boondock Saint. The dirty Moors, shouts out to, you know You know what I mean? One love, rap, rest in rap paradise. Brother seldom seen from the 20 and 4 elders. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? 7th elder. Yeah. Shouts out to Born Master. You know what I mean? Shouts out to Hard Smoke, the first elder. Shaman Aziz. You know what I mean? Noble. Let's go.
Just rush out, stop and look. I'm wearing red, all the black and all over the hood. I'm taking hook, gonna take that heart out. Watch out, suck out. I might have to block it when I block out. Come with the Beretta, come with the meat vendetta. I might make a whole scene, make a little Beretta. You might have to run. Tell your whole mother, tell your sister, tell your brother, I'm coming
I'm
up.
like Master Shredder, and yo, I got a team of turtles. It is ironic, but I'm coming through. I'm like a squirtle. I'm gonna spray you up and spray with the Rashas coming through. I smoke the Israel and hashish fast and roll it up in the backwoods. They ain't up to no good. They got the black lions in our hood, and that's all okay. We got more community policing. We coming through. Yo, we still beating them when they fleecing, cause it's usury and riba. Against the law of Al-Islam, we gonna keep them. Got Sarasa chop that neck, we gonna breathe them. Yo, chase them down, they feel like they getting trolled.
That's right, you can't see me today, don't worry about y'all. I'll come back to my Pokeball, throw out Charizard, I might blast you, you might couldn't crash you, might blast you, make you feel like asshole.
Shouts out to Amadou Diallo. You like Sandra Bland? What's up with her though? We gotta get justice for all them. And then they got slaved by the sea ciphers. You know we just the type of they kill them like we lifers. We don't care, cause when we on the last hair, the last shredded, you shake your derriere. Yo, we just tear, rip through that scripture. Ha, we made her paint a whole brand new picture. Yo, we got the picture.
We got the picture. We got Magi's in there. We got the Sufis and Magic Sufi in there. We gotta call the angels Michael Jibriel. Then we gotta use the Shark Tank over here. Death Angel, they come attacking over there. Use the whole weight of the host of the coast to coast. We bring the whole of the host as we come through with the holy ark. Make a whole world spark in your heart. Don't wait out for the dark. As I go through the shadow of death, I go make a middle prayer. As I make another table, I make a place amongst my enemies so I could be so stable. I can be able. I got the money so I can label with my new label. I got the fables. I tell you stables. Get the horse in the stables.
Yeah, this is how we doing it up here. Grandbodyrecords.org. Shouts out to everybody in the squad. Just Syph, you know what I'm saying? Just Fire. Q, Quincy Ashlock, you know what I'm saying? Straight up and down, Shaman Aziz. I beat producer Dave Peter Obscure. I'm New Kim PA, you know what I mean? Greg Thomas, our other producer, Cincinnati. I mean, shouts out to all the ancestors got slaved by the Romans. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean? Our noble, lovely brother, you know what I'm saying? J. Corbin Bay, rest in rap paradise. Jonathan Corbin Bay.
Also known as Guarantee Quality, the GQ himself.
GQ. One love to all of y'all. You know what I mean? It's a new day, new era of time now. You know what I mean? We got the Boondock Saints coming on board. We shouting out to all of the cop watchers. You know what I'm saying? Because I went to Cop Watch 2010 out there in the South Bronx. Shouts out to Cop Watch nationwide.
Shouts out to the Moors, heroes, and legends of Christmas too, and all the holidays. We got our own legends of all the holidays. You just got more than me. You got more than Baba Noel Bay. You got La Bafana. You got the Three Wise Magi, aka the Three Wise Kings.
We out on route. We coming to a Yemeni smoke shop. They selling that hashish over the counter. The Boondock Saints, we be there. Nationwide, we've been investigating them. They selling that brick, they selling that hashish over the counter. Tomorrow on the 16th, mashallah, we will be having our Boondock Saints 30-day briefing, recap, notice of fault for the Yemenis embassy in Washington, D.C. They owe us a lot of falus because, you know, we've been patrolling and going and visiting, merry-making and keeping the morale up at all these smoke shops where a lot of fights break out, where they take the jobs of the hustlers, forget the Meshikas. The Arabs are stealing jobs. They stealing jobs because the hustlers can't hustle that green on the street. They getting deported. They ain't got no so-called license to sell their little, they don't got medical marijuana. So they getting punished. You know what I'm saying? So tomorrow, the 16th, special assembly, Boondock Saints. You know what I mean? Shouts to all my Saints. You know what I mean? Oh, got Mark Ballard from Mark Ballard Show, Saint Mark in there, Saint Mastodon. If you are interested in opening up your own branch of our community policing, let us know, because you too can start your own Boondock Saints chapter, you know, out there in your neck of the woods, so to speak. So, you know what I mean? It's a lot of money. There's a lot of contracts. The city have to listen. The city ain't never like the Nation of Islam, but every Detroit, Chicago, Philly, New York, they still had to hire them because they're only people that can guard the projects. Or so you just know that. You know what I mean? We are a well-trained militia. You know what I mean? Well-regulated. You know what I'm saying? The real Salvation Army, boots on the ground army for Allah. You know what I mean? Dirty Moors. Shouts out to all my free dirty from the dirt. Dirty Moors at these shores. You walk the plank in the deep, dark, sharp tank. The dirty Moors at these floors. You walk the plank in the deep, dark. Read the Boondock Saints. Yeah. You know what I mean? You should go on Google, find all your cop watch organizations. You know what I mean? Shout out to all those who've been doing the work. You see what I'm saying? All those who've been doing the work since years, but really since 2020, the coronavirus type of pandemic, plandemic. You know what I mean? We're going to give a little shouts out to, you know, some of the latest ones. Yeah. It's like we giving love to Sonya Massey. Yo, they tried to kill her, but yeah, they killed her. But yo, she will last. See, in the minds and the hearts of the people. That's 2024 or 2023. There's no equal. Tyree Nichols, January Tyree Nichols. Be coming through with the Russian sickle, halal kosher pickle. I'm giving you smacking all up in your dome. 2022, Jalen Walker went on home. And Allah knows best. He might have took him. 2021, downtime right. They can't book him. They just took his life. Yo, you know we did it. It's a whole list. It's exquisite. Shouts out to the best of the ancestors. Yeah.
Know when you're trying to get home, it's trying to be home. It's trying to be real hard. You're trying to get home. You're trying to use the science and trying to use the law. Trying to use the sea and trying to use the common law. You're trying to get real hard. You're trying to be strong. You're trying to get in front of that draw and trying to tell me you're wrong. You gotta be real dirty. You can really see. You gotta follow all the law. You're trying to beat me. You use the more all up on the scene. Trying to tell me you were full of life and proper persona. You gonna beat me.
Yeah, man. So that's what it is, Morris. We still here doing it up. Shouts out to everybody that's really doing the business, to be out of business. You know what I'm saying? So calling on all my muftis, sergeant at arms around the world, the Moorish Divine National Movement of the world. You know what I mean? Master at arms and all of that. You know what I mean? Commander Farouk. You see what I'm saying? Asim Osed Bey, Mufti Mutaz Bey, the Mufti Wise Cobra Eel out there in so-called Illinois territory. All the elder Moors, you know what I'm saying, that's been holding it up. And I mean, they got their swords ready. Salt for the Great Seal, you know what I mean? And everybody here in the 6th Church, Philadelphia, doing it up. I mean, any other ancestors got taken by the Romans that you want to give shout outs, you know what I mean, your acknowledgement too, and what's up with that?
Oh yeah, there is one brother that's been definitely taken wrongfully by the Romans. You know what I'm saying? His name is Michael Q. Freeman Bay, also known as Michael Cleary Bay. They took him a long while ago. It's been a minute I've been working on his case. He was supposed to be get out. I just got in contact and found out where he's at. I got to work on that because he's been wrongfully imprisoned for a particular heinous crime that he couldn't have been did because the alleged crime when he was supposed to do it, he's with me. He couldn't be at two places at once.
Yeah.
So there's some healing and things that need to be done for all of us.
Yeah. We're going to keep it going. Shouts out to the ancestors, you know what I mean? They made Reese the ancestors. Let's go. 2020. Matthew Daniel Johnston, killed in Maryville, Tennessee. We keep going. Yo, Frank Murphy. He up in El Paso, TX, Texas. This is where we be. Brandon, Keith Davis, Dennis Hall. Hell, we coming. You got to get on that cop watch, y'all. We got to get our Boondock Saints community policing. Rob, Rodolfo, Rudy Martinez, Cortez. Yo, he was Hispanic and they killed him in Salem, Oregon. Kenneth Patterson, Kevin Peterson, in Washington, Hazel Dell. That's a narcotics task force chased Peterson into a bank parking lot after a drug sting involving Xanax. Peterson ran away from the police while armed with a gang gun. And it is uncertain, son, if he was firing his weapon. The police fired a total of 33 shots at Peterson, 4 of which hit and killed him. The protests occurred in the nearby cities of Portland and Vancouver. Yo, we making a maneuver. Yo, Boondock Saints, yo, it's nothing smoother, nothing more rugged. The Alpha Omega, we got the bus gun tucket. We come through like Nantucket. Organic juice, I sear to fire. You say yes, y'all, with Baby Pa. I'm here with Noble Seafood. Yo, we come through with that chi blast, you know. Oh,
Chi blast, get him in the back. Get him in the back, you fired up that ass. Gonna tell him what to do, gonna make him do it through. Gonna make him pray and do. They need to clean up.
We got Justin Esqueda, 2020. Charles Robert Ivizo, 2020. Benny Bibby, yo, 2020. All 2020 got that silly money. They be killing it, they be needing that. But qualified immunity not intact. We gotta pierce they veil. We put the liens on them, put them in their jail, put them in our jail. Pissarazo, head chopper never fail. I put them on the last days. They on the book of death, not the book of life. We coming through with it. Kill them with a knife, kill them with a gun, kill them with the mind, kill them with the sun. That's the solar plexus in one. Yo, yeah, Karen Harlton Brown. Yo, they killed a lot of ninjas 2020, y'all. And in the middle of the pandemic, they was busting off. Let's go.
Too many. They bust too many. They got too many, and it looks real plain. The list keeps going on and on. We not even hitting 2021. It's going strong. That thing look like over 5,000 bodies. That's a lot of bags, a lot of burying. They gotta stop this. It's really insane. You gotta see this. It might kill your brain. It might smell it out in your ears. It might spill out. You might have to get a cup and collect it and put it back in your sound. Might have to smell the roses you see. All this killing, the death, or the murder. Oh me, oh
we cop watch. Yeah, we cop watch. We top notch. We dance hall. We don't stop. We coming through from Cockwannock. That's the 6th church. I put it in work. And you know what's in Philadelphia, so dick is in the dirt. So we coming through. Shorty wanna be over the line. Demon time, but it's Sunday on the daytime. I shine, I glimmer. I come through and they wanna shimmer and shine. We coming through in the winter time. That's Fusora Shika, Fusora Rifa, Fusora. We're coming through, you know we coming through and never die. Yo, you lie, but we the truth coming through 180 proof. Take up from the roof, I stand up and salute. All the Boondock Saints coming through. We got the real proof. Yo, we stand off and pee off, tee off. Yo, you see me off, I see off.
Yeah, we see all, we see all, we be all, we be all, we see all in Zerbo. That's what the Empire needs to be all. That's what they taught me. Excuse me, y'all. I gotta cough out another one. I do it again, swallow another one. Gotta show you how we do another one. This is what the Imperial Customs Force we show is we protect all the sovereignty and we come at your neck. We come through and we have more holy breath than you do. And you might have to see, we might have to sue you and put you in a whole nother place.
So yeah, if you're interested, you know what I mean, and you can't necessarily do the Boondock Saints right now, but you ready to do a little bit of cop watching. You see what I'm saying? You ready, you know what I mean, to hold them responsible. You know, I email y'all the cop watch format. You know what I mean? PJ Know Your Rights curriculum for youth. You know what I'm gonna say? You're gonna need tools. You're gonna need agendas. What is, you know what I mean? You're gonna need all this stuff, man. You know what I mean? So let me go through a little bit of what this is about. Get my little mouse going. Hold on, y'all. That's this shit's crazy. All right, so there you go. So let's go to the next joint real quick. These are items you're gonna need for your cop watch setup, yo. You're gonna need, so let me turn this light off here. There you go. You're gonna need camcorders. You're gonna need the Know Your Rights information, right? You're gonna need digital recorder, cellular phone, walkie-talkie, external mic, copies of police patrol guide, and police scanner. You know what I mean? Come up with something new. I mean, it's new technology. This was written in 2012, as you can see right here at the top. So this is something where, you know, you can be beefed up. Now, and this came from the cop watchers that were the best at it. And I mean, they had cop watchers come from California, UCLA, Texas. They had all of them come to the South Bronx. They brought thick booklets. You know what I mean? I mean, every persuasion of person, from regular foundational Moors, foundational Black Americans, all the way up to straight Beckies and everything.
Right.
They had hardcore activists bringing this information to the front. But this is some of what you need, because these murders got to stop. Who is responsible? All team members get a copy of map of the area, including the precinct, bathrooms, hospitals, hot spots. Oh wow, okay. Team captain, all check the weather. All the members have comfortable walking shoes, snacks and water. On-call lawyer contact information, base information, quarters in case of arrest, pen and piece of paper, small notepad, state ID or passport, right? So, you know, they even, you know, the technology's there more, so we could do apps. You could do all kind of apps. Back in the day, you know, when they came out with this information, like the ACLU app is a good one. They got people that probably made better ones then, but ACLU is trying to get in, acting like they cool with the cop watchers. So they came to the conference, and at that time, nobody could redo what they was doing. So that was their olive branch to try to act like, you know, they're not looking out for special interests, that they actually helping everybody's human rights and all of that. But whatever. But I'm mentioning the app because the ACLU app allowed you, when you did your cop watching, because we don't advocate you stepping up and being an officer if you're not an officer, if you're not a mufti,
Exactly, right.
if you're not a sergeant at arms, if you're not trained. We don't want you to just jump in, put your own flesh in there
Right.
at risk. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to Minister Kai, salute. Shouts out to Vet D, the field general, Darnell Dennis online, salute. You know what I mean? But you don't want to do that. You see what I'm saying? So you want to do your cop watch if that's all you could do.
Right.
Then you got your team, you set up the cop watch, that's all you could do.
What he's saying is important, because not everybody can do like certain things like myself. Like I can go up in there and all like that. If you're not really trained to handle those professional matters and go into the legalities and the civil subtleties of the linguistics of what's going on in there, then you should not be there. Be in the lane that you know you can be in until you can get to that part.
Then they say you should what? Remember, this is the People's Justice Cop Watch Curriculum 2012. Just tuned in. You know what I mean? Guidelines for spontaneous cop watch. Carry your Know Your Rights cards. The way you have them to give out, that way you have them to give out with the incident, right? You have your Know Your Rights cards on you. Stay as safe as possible and use your judgment. If you decide to observe and or document the police on your own in many ways, based on conditions, whether you are with based on conditions, whether you are with no one, your pet, someone vulnerable, someone who has also does cop watch, are there people around? You know, you got to consider your surroundings. Can a friend and call a friend and let them know what you're doing? Be easy on yourself. Debrief if necessary. Right? Communication guidelines for cop watch. Right? So, you know, it's going to tell you everything. You want to do it from across the street, whatever. But tune in, you know what I mean? Thanks for tuning in. And tune in tomorrow, 16th, for the Boondock Saints having a special assembly for notice of fault against the Yemen embassy in Washington, D.C. For not paying their invoice to the Boondock Saints, to the International Interfaith Court, for what they owe us for patrolling and visiting and caretaking and advocating and saving the children who have been forced to work in those sweatshop conditions selling weed over the counter, while they send our people to jail and deport them still. Yeah. You know what I mean? So tune in. We still at grandbodyrecords.org, Grand Body House, Sarah Noble Seafoods, Chris Jackson Bay. I'm your favorite Magi Sufi Eel. One love to Bay Band Family Trust. Shouts out to my 76 West team and everybody out there, all my fam, Just Sight, you know what I mean, Alternate Current, and we be back, you know what I mean, tuned in. Shot.